A mother camel and her baby were lying down, soaking up the sun. The baby camel asked his mom, "Why do we have these big bumps on our back?" The mom stopped to think and then said, "Well, in the desert, there is not much water available, so our humps store water to help us survive on long journeys." The baby camel then thought about that for a second and asked, "Well, why do we have these long legs with rounded feet?" His mother replied, "They are meant to help us walk through sand." The baby asked a third question, "Why are my eyelashes so long?" The mother replied, "Your long eyelashes offer you protection from the sand when it blows in the wind." And then finally the baby said, "If we have all of these natural abilities given to us to walk long distances through the hot desert, what's the use for us camels in the zoo?" Now, there are different ways to view this story, but today I want you to look at it from the perspective of a leader. If members of your team aren't flourishing, it's possible that they are a magnificently designed camel, but placed in a zoo. Maybe their current role isn't utilizing their unique and natural innate talents. This is a vitally important assessment to make as a leader and to make it quickly. In 2019, workers were already quitting jobs at record rates. Then the pandemic shed 2.5 million jobs. When it was lifted, many workers decided not to go back. Instead, they just quit. The ratio of people quitting their jobs to the total employment is the highest it's been since the Bureau of Labor has been tracking the data. And those who are coming back to work are leaving previous employers for new opportunities at higher rates than in 2 decades. 1 in every 4 workers are actively considering new opportunities. 80% want greater career advancement. 72% say that the pandemic caused them to rethink their skills. So before your team jumps ship on you because you aren't looking at their skills and their opportunities for advancement, take a look around and ask about each team member. Are they on the right seat of the bus? And don't just ask yourself, also ask them. I know that I have almost made this mistake myself several times. Kylie, now our co-chief of staff and co-head honcho, was almost let go, even though she's always had an excellent attitude and great character. She wasn't delivering the results that we needed for her role. When we sat down with her to figure out what was happening, she asked us the baby camel questions. She then told us what she thought that she would excel at and what she would be fired up to do. And lo and behold, she freaking thrived all the way to the top of our enterprise. In fact, all but a few members of our team are not in the roles that they were initially hired for. We are a hyper-growth and ever-evolving organization, and we are constantly working with each team member to figure out how to best utilize their unique strengths and their deepest passions. Leaders, I encourage you to engage each of your team members in this discussion. In our business masterclass, you get the specific scorecards, the monthly review framework, and the bi-monthly engagement surveys. But start with thinking this through and asking them those questions. And if you don't have a team, I suggest that you assess yourself. Are you leveraging your greatest strengths? Are you engaged in work that triggers your deepest passions? If you need help identifying what those deep passions are and what those strengths are, I refer you to my Success One Sheet training. I'll buy you an hour of my time, and I'll walk you through the self-discovery process of how to identify your inborn and innate natural strengths. Once fully utilized, become your superpowers. And then what to apply them to that triggers your deepest passion. Doing something that actually makes money. The Holy Trinity, strength with passion, that's profitable. I'll post a link to that training below if you're interested. The training is free. It's my investment in you and your more prosperous future. Okay, leaders, name one person on your team that you're going to talk with today about how they feel about their unique abilities and how they are or are not being utilized to the max. And if you don't have a team, tell us your unique skills, interests, and passions and how you might leverage them better. Hi, Darren Hardy here. I see that you're here to inquire about the private business gathering that I'm putting together called the Darren Hardy Business Masterclass. I will say up front that this is not for everyone. This might or might not be right for you. Now, while the size or stage of your business right now doesn't matter, the size and depth of your commitment most certainly does. I am personally curating this group, selecting highly ambitious business builders from all over the globe, from diverse industries, and from all different stages of growth and maturity, from veteran business owners to early stage startups, as well as leaders employed inside a company. I am not looking for just anyone who can write a check or swipe a card. Here's how you'll know if this is for you or not. I am specifically seeking unusually driven business builders with an audacious ambition to pursue massive growth. Those that want to rise to dominate their market. Those who have the ambition and drive to be the market authority, the industry transformer, or the community change agent, and are willing to back it up with courageous, consistent, and obsessive action. I am looking for high achievers who want to play a huge game and are serious about taking action to build a significant enterprise. So, is that you? It's probable that it is, even if you don't realize it just yet, or you wouldn't be here with me right now. You see, usually there aren't any accidents. There is probably an important reason for you getting access to this invitation right now. But it will be up to you if you answer the call. And we'll see. There are 3 significant market forces radically reshaping the landscape of business right now. These forces bring with them both existential danger and tremendous opportunity. 90% of Fortune 500 companies are predicted to either merge, be acquired, or go bankrupt over the next 2 decades. And 16 out of 17 existing small businesses are expected to fail and or go out of business, and most of them in the next 2 to 3 years. At the same time, those who learn how to adapt to these forces can realize unprecedented business growth and wealth creation also over the next 2 to 3 years. The purpose of this gathering is to educate you on these massive market forces and show you how to successfully adapt to skate where the puck is going and teach you the strategies on how to leverage these forces for your business in your market based on where you are starting right now. And execute it properly, and you can rise from complete obscurity to become the trusted and respected market leader in your space. And that is not hyperbole. Everyone that you admire today, those that you see on the covers of magazines, at the top of the Forbes 400 list, be it an Elon Musk or a Richard Branson or a Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, Sarah Blakely, etc. All people that I have worked with and profiled personally. They were all right where you are right now. They all rose from obscurity when nobody knew them, and they created extraordinary wealth because they took advantage of the market forces of their time. This is what people don't understand about success. It wasn't talent, background, skill, or ability, and it wasn't a factor of hard work or persistence either. You see, there are lots of people who work really hard with incredible persistence, but they never become wealthy. Why? Because the dirty little secret most won't tell you is you need both hard work and timing to create those types of extraordinary results. Here's what I am telling you. There is an incredible opportunity of timing happening right now. I can show you where it is and how to leverage it. What I reveal at this private business masterclass are strategy insights that you cannot get anywhere else. It is not something that can be taught to you in a book or a blog or a podcast or on a YouTube video. And these are strategies that you will not find in any other training, any university curriculum, seminar, or workshop anywhere else in the world. What I disclose is drawn from my private collection and body of work accumulated over 25 years of having unprecedented access to the personal lives and strategy playbooks of those that have risen to become the captains of industry and prime impact makers in the modern era. It is only in this private environment with selected and qualified invitees that I can share my coveted war chest. These are business enterprise building strategies proven to create breakthroughs, ignite hypergrowth, and overtake competitors. You'll learn how to position and scale an organization to become the dominant player in any market that you apply these strategies to. What I will share at this business masterclass is what organizations have paid me more than $1 million to have me privately advise them on. This private gathering is conducted virtually, so there are no planes, trains, or suitcases to contend with. Business leaders will be live streaming in from all parts of the globe. You'll develop connections with some of the most influential, generous, and connected people anywhere in the world. I promise, this is the group you've always wanted to be affiliated with. If all this is sounding good to you and you want to inquire further, simply fill out the inquiry information below. This will allow me to learn a little bit about you and the goals that we might be able to help you achieve being part of this special group. Please understand, we limit capacity to these gatherings. This is because the networking and the connections with other serious people playing at this level are a major part of the value of getting into this group. So please fill out the information below right away.